Ackee BMS Link, Manchester and Clarendon, Moravia Primary School. We see there is a problem.
Yes.
In regards to behavior. At Moravia Primary.
Yes. Especially fighting on the road.
At Alston High School in Clarendon, and we're here to speak with the Dean of Discipline, Mr. Jonas. So stay tuned and join us. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine a school where good behavior is the model for tremendous educational success. Envision a school where a teacher instructs a student and he or she willingly listens to their instructor. A school where there is little to no fights because students are equipped to handle conflict in an appropriate manner. Can you see it? This is the school that the principal, guidance counselor, and dean of discipline at the Alston High School desires. And they were profoundly joyous to meet the Ackee BMS and to hear how the system will benefit the school and assist them to achieve this vision. Alston High School desires this revelation because they face behavioral challenges. So we are here with Mr. Mark Jonas,
yes,
the Dean of Discipline at Alston High School here in Clarendon, right? And we're here to find out pretty much a few things from him. So good to be here, Mr. Jonas.
Nice to have you, sir.
Right, thank you. Right, so tell us, what are some of the behavioral issues here at Alston High School?
Well, the main challenge that we have here at Alston is, in terms of the behavior students, it has to do with general conduct and the level of respect shown. In recent time, we have seen an increase in terms of how students relate to teachers. You know, the type of behavior in class. They tend to be very disruptive. They tend to want to, answer in manner. So part of that is the main challenge that we are having now. We do have some issues in terms of like students fighting and so on, but our main problem is just the general conduct of students in terms of how their actions, in terms of how they speak to and relate to adults, right? Because a lot of them, they are behaving as if they want to size up with you, that type of thing. So that is where we have a major challenge.
So clearly there is a problem here at Alston in terms of discipline.
Yes, and I mean, for us it's not unique. I mean, because it's a reflection of really what's happening in society.
Right, pretty much, because what we get to understand is that the students with behavioral challenges, they are the ones who grow up to be a problem to society pretty much. So this is particularly some of what we want to do. We want to address these issues in our schools so that our future and the future of Jamaica can be better. Right. So that's the behavioral issues in the schools. So how does these behavioral issues affect the stakeholders, the students, parents?
Well, the main problem that we have is that when students become disruptive, teachers have to spend a lot of time trying to settle up the class, trying to get them back in line and that type of thing. And as a result, you lose a lot of teaching time. And because you lose a lot of teaching time, you don't get to cover the work that you're supposed to do. So at the end of the day, we find that a lot of students are performing as up to standard simply because you're not able to cover the material. Another thing that we have is that a lot of our students, we get, in terms of the GSAT, we get the slower learners. So we have a challenge in terms of students' ability to read. We have students who are reading at like grade 3, grade 2 level at high school. And we realize that we spend a lot of time trying to bring them up too as well. And we find that those are the ones, slower learners are the ones who are very disruptive. The teacher puts work on the board, they're not able to read what is on the board. So guess what, we try to find other things to distract from doing the schoolwork.
So the cognitive,
right,
having some cognitive challenges, right? And pretty much, as I said, Ackee, this is some of what, this is a part of what Ackee, does. We seek to understand these students, their behavior. Is it linked to their cognitive skills, the development and all of these.
And I think part of the challenge also is parenting. What I've realized, and I mean, we really need to do some serious stories, but as in, go back to the students that were with us. They're usually low performers in school. From there in primary school, and then I had that type of support system to ensure that their work is done, their conform and so forth. So they're always their performing low. And they end up here, and it's the same problem we're having, because the same students we're not having parental support sometimes isn't there. A lot of them, I wouldn't want to say they live on their own, but based on how they behave, sometimes they do live on their own. Right. And sometimes they even call it the parents. You realize that the parents are having the challenge is that the parents can't even control the children. So the parents can't control the children at home. What is going to happen at school? And when we've seen sometimes that the parents condone the wrong. You say, mother, the child needs to go solve his hair, his pants, and stuff like that. But sir, nothing wrong with the pants, and from there, it's almost like a downhill battle.
So you're saying that the student, they are being supported at times by their parents. Wow.
So that even adds to the challenges of it. But we're not daunted. We still try to do what we can. We remain hopeful. We still try to see how boys we can reach them and able to understand, where they're going wrong, and see if we can get them to come back on the right path. One of the things I like to tell them is that they have to understand, know who they are, know what is right from wrong, and at all times choose to do the right. Because whenever you reach that situation, you can always there are choices. The choices that make us who we are, and we must always choose, or we can always choose to do what's right.
So yes, so thank you very much again. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Yes. So there is hope here for Alston High School. Despite all the struggles with the behavioral challenges, Ackee Behavior Management System is here, and we are here to ensure that Alston High School, the discipline level at Alston High School increases. Thank you.
So, again, can you see it? What's happening in your school? What do you envision? Ackee BMS is here to assist, so keep painting. Like any other school, our next stop faces behavioral challenges. Next week on The Link.